I have all the swatches, all of the secrets, all of the tips and tricks. You saw the title, I'm just gonna show you. Hello, my name is Adelaine Morin. Welcome to the happiest place on the internet, girl. You saw the title, I'm just gonna show you. I have been pregnant for the past year, and this is my baby. Who's the father, you may ask? Tarte. I got pregnant with Tarte. I've been brewing up a baby. She's finally out. We got her out of me. She's out into the world. Her name is Adelaine Morin and Tarte. We got lazy. It's like, you know when you name your kids like Randy Morin Jr.? That's my brother's name. And that's my dad's name too. It's like when you get lazy, you name your kid after yourself. But I have so much to tell you. The longest story time about how this came to be. I have all the swatches. You guys, before I start anything, I would like to tell you that I went to not only makeup college, I also went to skincare college so that I feel like I'm knowledgeable and I'm able to sell you guys the best palette that I could ever make in my entire life. I didn't want to make any mistakes in this. I wanted to be educated. I'm not doing no half-ass palette. That's not how we do it over here. We go all out. I flew to New York and LA countless times for this palette. Went to meetings, made PDFs, wrote a song, I'm recording a music video, and by the time you guys are watching this, the music video will go up in around 2 days and the song will come out in 2 days. Her name is Yellow. I'm gonna show you a quick snippet. Can you get copyrighted for your own song? I don't know. But I'm recording a music video. I rented out a freaking studio. Rented out countless studios, did countless photo shoots. I have so much content, so many amazing photos to share with you guys. And you guys know me, I love diversity. I love being inclusive, and I love also just being Toronto and Canadian. We had so many photo shoots, and Matt was in a couple of them, and Blue was in a couple of them. She's my little star. She's actually, guys, if you're wondering, she's on the palette. Unfortunately, Lola is not on the palette. It's because I started this project before we got Lola. We got Lola. Her birthday's in June, but we didn't get her until like August. But my little puppy Blue's on here. I'm on here. I have like my biography, which girl, we have rewrote a million times. She's Tarte X Adelaine. She's gonna be, I'm so excited I can't talk. She's Tarte X Adelaine. She's gonna be available in Ulta stores near you and Tarte.com if you don't have any Ulta stores near you. She's an Ulta exclusive. I'm sorry for my Canadian Toronto babes out there. I know we don't have Ulta, but you know, if you're in Toronto, you just drive on up to Buffalo. Girl, we do it all the time. I know you. Or you can order her on Tarte.com. She's cruelty free, which I love. I've been trying to include more cruelty free products into my makeup routine because I feel like it's so easy, and if you could do anything to help the little animals, then bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, like, here is like the expiry date. She's good 12 months after opening. Enough about the box. Nobody cares about the box. Okay, this is the palette. So she is an eye and cheek palette, and she looks like she's pretty sturdy. Even if you throw out the box, which sometimes we do, Blue is still gonna be on your palette. But yeah, I guess I'll just show you the inside. So here, ladies and gents, is my Adelaine X Tarte makeup palette. She's an eye and cheek palette, so we have 9 eyeshadows, 1 blush, and 1 highlighter. But I'm about to tell you all of the secrets, all of the tips and tricks, everything, all of the ins and outs of this palette. Starting out with the appearance, girl, she ain't no cheap mirror. Not one of the mirrors that you get at like Claire's or the dollar store. She's a good freaking mirror. You guys know Tarte, you guys know their quality. And I don't know, I kind of like the paper palette. I don't know if that's exactly what you call it, because I feel like the eyeshadows won't break. I don't know, I think it's a mental thing. The plastic palettes, just like, I feel like they break all the time, whereas the paper ones, I feel like kind of like absorb the fall when you like throw your makeup around, which I do all the time. I always travel with my makeup. If you guys have the chance to go to an Ulta, I just ask you to do one thing. Just give her a sniff. Just give a because girl, she smells like vanilla, which is one of my favorite things about this palette. Tarte is so good with their scents. She smells like vanilla, but not overwhelming. It's not like you open the palette and you're like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go through all of the shades. I'm gonna swatch all the shades, show you guys everything, the ins and outs of the palette. Let's do this. Ask me, Adelaine, what was the story behind finding all of the shades that you wanted? It's a really crazy weird story. Basically, I don't know if you guys ever watch my vlogs, but I went to Costa Rica with Tarte. We're going ziplining. And at the time, nobody knew that I was collaborating with them. Tell me to keep a secret, girl, I could keep a secret. My plus one was Tiffany Ma, and she went on the Costa Rica trip with me, and she had no idea that I was doing a collaboration with Tarte. I didn't tell anybody, girl. She was a well-kept secret. So I remember, I think it was like one of the last days of the Costa Rica trip, one of the girls goes up to me and she's like, Adelaine, is it okay okay if you like take a photo for the Tarte Instagram? Because like that's what you do when you go on those trips. They're like, oh, can you take over the Instagram? And you're like, okay, cool. And then you go like, oh my God, I'm in Costa Rica, baby, blah, 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 Tarte gate bop. I don't know. So she pulls me off to the side, but she brings me into a room, and I'm like, okay, this is not normally what we do. So the owner of Tarte was in the room. I was already shooketh. I was having like a conversation with her. She goes, Adelaine, and this is like top secret stuff. She was like in her like secret voice. She's like, Adelaine, don't tell anyone that you're here. Make sure that you don't tell anybody about the palette. Like the palette is a secret. And I'm like, okay, got it. She's a secret. We're on the same page here. So she brings me off into the washroom, and there is a big table filled with eyeshadows. So many eyeshadows on the table. I don't know how they brought so many eyeshadows. And then there's a couple laid out in the middle, and she goes, okay, so this is what I was thinking for your palette, but what do you want in your palette? So all around the middle, there's all of these shades, and I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, like this is such a big decision. Like, what is this happening right now? Like, nobody prepped me for this. But obviously, like me knowing that I'm having a palette with Tarte, I like did some research on my phone, like exact colors that I want, colors that I use every day, colors that I think that other girls can use, colors that are good for different skin tones. So she said, first of all, we need these two shades. We need a base shade and we need a transition shade. I was like, okay, cool. That's how we got these two. ADELANGEL is just the base shade. I thought that white is an angelic color. And you guys, my fans, are called my ADELANGELs. So I thought that it was super fitting and it fit perfectly. Mama Morin was for my girls who want to have a natural makeup look. Cause girl, my mom wakes up at like, I think she says 5:30 in the morning every single day. She said she don't have no time to do makeup in the morning. So I'm like, okay, what if you had a natural shade just to kind of boop, boop, and then it looks like you have makeup on. So that's why we have Mama Morin. Obviously, I needed a yellow. Girl, they had so many yellows lined up for me. I picked this one just because I feel like if you are a little bit scared of wearing color day to day, you can definitely use this as a transition color. And girl, like since starting this palette, I've swatched so many freaking yellows in my entire life. Yellows are really freaking hard to make, but she's one of the best that I've ever seen. I'm super proud of her. I really love her. So that's how we got girls supporting girls. Contour, I wanted yet another transition shade, but this is a color that I kind of gravitate towards most. It's kind of like an orangey, ashy brown. People are always asking me, why did you name it Contour? Are you going on tour? And I'm like, no, I'm referring back to the time when Mia and I went on tour. I think it was like 2 years ago. It was such a fun time. And I also thought, so for this shade, if you don't have any bronzer, you can like dip in your brush and you can use this as a contour if you forget it in your makeup bag or whatever. So this is a full freaking eye and cheek palette, yo. I like tried to hack the system. They only gave me 2 cheek palette shades. All right, moving on to the next one, Red Eye Flight. She is kind of like a burgundy shimmer. Oh my God. I think my favorite part about this palette are the shimmers. The shimmers are so pigmented, so crazy. You guys know I go on Red Eye Flights every freaking week. And like my idea for this palette was for a girl to look at this palette. First of all, yellow is such a happy color. I wanted her to feel happy applying these shades and using the palette. And also just reading the names and being able to use it. Feeling like a girl boss. I feel beautiful, beautiful, magical, wonderful, bebop. Like I just try to find fun, silly names that make you feel good about yourself and are just fun and like not serious at all. Like, so that's why I did Red Eye Flight for all of the girl entrepreneur bosses that need to get on those Red Eye Flights. And girl, if you have a goal to travel, you better be using Red Eye Flight. Next one is Boss Lady. Girl, I have been through, I think they sent me 3 to 5 orange eyeshadows because I was so picky about this freaking orange. At first they sent me kind of like a toned down orange. I was like, okay, she's okay. You know what I mean? But when I was making my palette, I wanted it to be perfect. So they sent me like so many eyeshadow shades of orange. And I was like, no, I want it to be more saturated. I want it to be brighter. I want it to be hella pigmented. So we finally came up with this one. She's Boss Lady. She's what I'm wearing in my crease right now. I put a little bit of Girls Sporting Girls, Boss Lady, and then I mixed Love Attraction and Promise Ring on the inner corner. But like, besides the point, I am in love with this orange shade. I feel like it'll go on so many girls' skin tones. I feel orange just looks really good on everybody. Especially, ooh, if you have like golden undertones to you, like, ooh, J-Lo. Ooh! Next is Law of Attraction. You guys know I'm obsessed with Law of Attraction. Obviously, I needed to make the gold color Law of Attraction. Every time you use a shade, I wanted to remind you of your goals. This is something that Chloe texted me, and I love the way that she said it. She said, remember that this is your life, and you're here to serve and live your most fulfilling life. When you guys use the Law of Attraction, I want you guys to remember to live your best, most fulfilling life possible, and just remind you of your goals and all the things that make you happy, whether it's friends and family, your job or hobby that you love, or helping other people. I wanted there to be a reminder about staying true to you. Next up, we got Bebop. Girl, I thought that she could be really cool as kind of like an eyeliner. I didn't want black, okay? I wanted her to be kind of like a neutral palette. I wanted her to be all warm tones. And also, this is like Blue and Lola. Like, this is kind of like their little paws or like their little snouts or like little dark brown. A little bebop. But definitely wanted a darker shade just because I love faking an eyeliner look. But the dark brown just makes it way more natural. Girl, you can't go wrong with dark brown as opposed to black. And I feel like when you have brown eyes, it kind of brings out your brown eyes when you do brown eyeliner. Next up is a beautiful, magical, wonderful. I don't even know how to describe. It's kind of like this coppery, not so rose gold, but more like she's kind of like on the bridge of rose gold. I did a transforming my sister to me video, which will be coming out soon, and I used beautiful, magical, wonderful on her, and I think a little bit of Mama Morin in contour. She's just like a really natural shimmer shade. So when you oh my god, when you're feeling a little snazzy, but you don't want to be too much, you know what I mean? Like on the first date, meeting his parents. But you guys know I say this at the end of every single one of my videos. Have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day. Ever since I was little, I never stopped saying it. I don't know why. It's just my thing. And then lastly, we have Promise Ring. If I am proud of anything in this palette, I think it's gotta be the freaking highlighter. Every time I put on the highlighter on one of my friends, they're like, ooh, I'm feeling myself. Do you see it right now? I mixed like Promise Ring and a little bit of Love Attraction, but she is so pigmented. Once you sniff her in Ulta, I want you to swatch Promise Ring. She's so pigmented. I love her so much. I feel like could go on every single skin tone. The reason why I chose this kind of like cool tone highlighter is because I thought that it could be cool to mix with the other colors. So right now I kind of wanted more of like a warmer highlight, so I mixed in a little bit of Love Attraction and Promise Ring to make a warm highlight. If you want kind of like a rose gold highlight, you can mix the blush, I Feel Beautiful, and the Promise Ring. It's just like utilizing all of the palette and doing like kind of like a DIY and putting it all together yourself. I thought that this would be the best thing. Like, girl, this is just your freaking best friend when you're traveling. You just need one palette. I love this freaking highlighter, man. I love her. All of my friends say that this is their favorite. And then lastly, we have the blush shade, which is I Feel Beautiful. So I chose her because you guys know I love my mauves, but I didn't want to go too deep because I didn't want it to look crazy on different skin tones. I felt like this was a pretty kind of like, she's like kind of a universal shade. And the reason why I chose I Feel Beautiful is because, I don't know, I feel like blush just adds life to your face and it adds personality. And then when you apply the I Feel Beautiful, it's just like the icing on top of the cake. I feel like blush just pulls the whole look together. So that's why I chose I Feel Beautiful. Oh my god. I don't feel beautiful. So these are all of the swatches, all 11 eyeshadows and highlighter and blushes. But I love her. I feel like it's so pigmented. It smells amazing. It looks amazing on the eyes. It looks so good on all of skin tones. We have a mixture of shimmers and mattes. I hate it when palettes only have mattes or only have shimmers. I wanted to make sure that I had a mixture of both shimmers and matte. I wanted to have natural colors, but also pops of colors as well. If you're feeling funky one day, like what if, girl, one day you feel a little funky, you want to put a little pink on the inner corner of your eye, you want to put a little yellow on the inner corner of your eye. Ooh! People will be like, you did something snazzy today with your eyes, what'd you do? And you're like, Adelaine and Tarte. I made a baby and she's cute, but every single shade I have put my blood, sweat, and tears in. Like, there is not one shade in here that I don't like. I think every single one of these shades is perfect and I'm in love with it, and I hope that you guys are able to swatch it at your stores and play with it, and hopefully if you want it, you can buy it. But yeah, this is her in all of her glory. I think she's great for young people. She's good for mature skin. But yeah! Oh, you see her in Ulta, please swatch me, please. I love you. But I forgot to tell you guys, so she retails for $39. My best seller on my apparel store is my hoodies, and they range around $40 to $44. So I was like, okay, I know what my audience likes, I know what their price range is, so I tried to make her around the same price range. She's $39, which is, girl, let me do the math really quick. I'm pulling a Celeste Smarty Pants. So 39 divided by 11, that is $3.54 per shade, which is like, girl, a lot of the highlighters just alone are $20. MAC eyeshadows sell for like, what is it, like $15 to $20? I know Canadian money, but I don't know American. They're like $15 to $20 each. And like the MAC blushes, and I'm just trying to basically say I tried to make it as affordable as possible for you guys. This is literally the company of my dreams. Even before Tarte reached out to me, in my videos I would say Tarte is my favorite makeup brand. I love Tarte this, I love Tarte that, I use Tarte this, I use Tarte that, I love my Shape Tape concealer. I literally use it every single day. And I'm not even gonna lie, I had another brand come up to me for a makeup collaboration before, and then Tarte came up and I was like, girl, if I'm gonna release my first makeup product ever, it's gonna be my favorite brand ever. So I'm so sorry to the makeup company that I declined. They're amazing. I also love them so much. And maybe for the future, but Tarte is just like my favorite makeup company, and I'm so grateful and so thankful, and I'm filled with so much gratitude, and I wouldn't be able to do this obviously without you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and thank you so much, Tarte, for dealing with my stubborn butt. I was so stubborn with some of the things, and some of the things we couldn't change. But this is her in all of her glory. I'm gonna stop talking. I feel like this video was a million years long, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about my palette. Hopefully in an upcoming video we'll have a tutorial featuring the palette. Girl, we have so many many freaking tutorials featuring the palette. I think I started filming videos with the palette. I think I got my first ever real palette in November. But I had the individual shade. The first time that I've ever swatched my shades was at VidCon. And I wish I had a video of it. I'm so upset. But I remember I was literally in a hotel room at VidCon with my managers, and we were all swatching the shades, and we were like, oh, she could use more work. Like, let's use this one. Like, oh, I like this one. Like, let's do this one. And if you guys want an in-depth, me surprising all of my friends with my Tarte palette, getting their reaction, literally back at the Vlogmas trip, like back in December, my mom's reaction to Mama Morin, my roommate Meg's reaction, the photo shoots for this palette, like everything in between will be on my vlog channel. I'll link it down below. Oh, I forgot to show you. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Okay, so this is what she looks like, right? And then when you open her up, she has a little thing so that the eyeshadows don't go all crazy. And look, it says Adelaine and Tarte. It has the little lemons on it. And I showed my mom, her first reaction was, they could not do sunflower? I was like, Mom, I like lemons! Lemons are like a fun summer aesthetic, and this palette would be perfect for the summer. But I hope in using this palette, it brings a little bit of sunshine into your day, because it's truly the little things that are the big things in life. You guys make me so happy every single day, and I have the best job in the entire world, so I tried my absolute hardest, literally went to school for this, to make the absolute best palette for you. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I hope that you guys enjoyed the palette. Go to Ulta, give her a swatch, give her a smell, go on Tarte.com, check her out, zoom in. I'm in love with her. She's my perfect palette. I hope she's your perfect palette. I hope you're able to incorporate her in your daily life. Or if you love makeup and you love collecting makeup, I hope that she brings a little happiness into your life, your little shopaholic life. And to all my Frenchie owners, the first ever Frenchie palette. I don't know if this is the first ever Frenchie palette, but girl, she bright. You're gonna find her in your makeup bag. But I love you guys. I'm so grateful. Thank you for this opportunity, Tarte. Thank you for dealing with my stubborn ass. I'm gonna go and cry now because I can't believe I just filmed this video. Now it's starting to feel more real. For an entire year, this didn't feel real, and now it's starting to feel real because I'm like filming this video. Check out Tarte.com, check out Ulta, check out my vlog channel. There's lots of content on there, lots on Instagram. If you guys ever use the palette, make sure to tag me in your looks. Use the hashtag Adelaine and Tarte, and I'll repost you on my Makeup by Adelaine page. But I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day. Sending all of my happiness and love and positivity and gratitude from me to you. I love you guys so much.